Hey guys, this is Trey with HGM, and I hope you are benefiting from this series of videos on the markers of a healthy church. As we all know, healthy things grow and growing things reproduce. We heard about the markers of salvation and baptisms, the markers of worship, prayer, and freedom, the markers of fellowship and community, and the markers of discipleship and generosity. The last marker of a healthy church I want to talk to you about is leadership development and being a sending church. The first thing Jesus did after his baptism and his time in the wilderness, he formed an intentional leadership development group, the 12 disciples. This was an exclusive group he invited to do life with him and with one another. Luke 6 tells us he prayed about this group. Then he recruited a diverse group of individuals from different backgrounds with different perspectives. Pastor, to lead a healthy church, we have to engage in intentional leadership development. You have to pray, watch, and look for the leadership potential in people, and then invite them into an intentional leadership development group or process with you. That's exactly what Jesus did. The group is important because that's where relationships form. Just like the disciples, the young emerging leaders in your church will have to learn to listen to one another. There needs to be space for healthy debate and even conflict resolution. Praying together and for one another is a key component to relationship formation. Next, the group needs to walk through group studies together. Maybe that's working through a leadership books as a group or using the 3-level growth track on the HGM website. Think about the private, intentional conversations Jesus had with the 12. He was always helping them develop the way they think. He wasn't controlling their lives. He was helping them develop a healthy leadership mindset. Lastly, give them leadership responsibilities. Jesus sent the 12 out to do ministry, and they didn't always get it right, but he coached them through their missteps. 2 things Jesus did I find amazing. In Matthew 10, the first thing Jesus did after he recruited his group, he sent them out to do ministry in the immediate context. And then 3 years later, the first words he spoke to them after his resurrection in John 20 was, "Peace to you. As the Father has sent me, I send you." Here he is sending them to the world. Sending was Jesus' practice at the beginning of his leadership development group, and it was still the goal and practice at the end of the group. He developed them to send them out. One of our most important responsibilities as pastors and leaders that we have is to develop and send out leaders. We don't develop and keep, we develop and send. There's nothing more rewarding as a pastor and leader than to see the people you've developed and sent out walking in their purpose and assignment. When we develop leaders for the purpose of sending them out, then we're leading like Jesus. And when we lead like Jesus, our churches will be healthy, grow, and reproduce.